Life can be a literal pain in the neck, from your working position to the way you're sleeping, particularly if you're a stomach sleeper with your neck cocked to the side, plain old tension and anxiety in the upper body. All of these things lead to lots of pain, achiness, stiffness, fatigue, inflammation. Not happy things for your poor neck, which has to hold up your head all day. Stretching is a wonderful way to alleviate these conditions. What I want to introduce to you today is a way of stretching that you might not be familiar with. It's called active isolated stretching, or AIS, developed by Aaron Mattis, and it's a more dynamic way to stretch as opposed to the long held sort of yoga-like stretches that you might be familiar with. What this does is it promotes a lot of blood flow into the area, more so than the long held stretches. It avoids something called the stretch reflex, which is something that kicks in when you stretch a muscle more than 2 seconds. After 2 seconds of the stretch, a reflex kicks in that contracts your targeted muscle that you're stretching. So now you have a stretch and contraction going on at the same time, sort of a tug of war, and it's not a very effective stretch. The other thing that active isolated stretching uses is something called reciprocal inhibition, which simply means that when one muscle contracts, its opposite muscle has to relax. So we're going to trick the opposite muscle into relaxing just that way. So for example, the biceps and triceps are antagonists. They're opposite. They do opposite actions. The biceps bend the elbow, the triceps extend the elbow. So say we're going to contract our biceps, okay, with our bicep muscle there, and now, in order to allow that to happen, in order to allow that elbow flexion to happen, our triceps under here have to relax so that they can stretch. If they were contracting too, we wouldn't be able to bend the muscle, right? So they reciprocally need to relax and be inhibited. The other thing with active isolated stretching is that it's something that you can do before you exercise or before a workout or activity like that, because it's a really good warm-up. It keeps you moving, as opposed to the longer held stretches, which are really best done as sort of a cool down after your exercise, after your workout. So let's go into some neck active isolated stretching. I chose the neck just because so many of us have such chronic neck pain and conditions. The first one is flexion. You're going to bring your chin towards your chest, and do it with me. And you're going to assist at the very end of the movement with just a little bit of overpressure, because you can always go farther with just a little assistance, but no yanking, no tugging. It should be real easy. So go ahead and actively bring your chin towards your chest and assist. Only hold 1, 2, and come right back up. You're coming back up before the stretch reflex kicks in, right? And then we repeat it several times. So 1, 2, and up. Actively bring your chin down. Overpressure 1, 2, and up. You're going to inhale as you go down, exhale on the stretch, and finish the exhale to come up. Inhale, exhale, 1, 2, and back up. Great. So I'm only going to do a few of these. What you want to start with is maybe 6 to 8 reps. You want to do this 2 to 3 times a day. 2 times is great, 3 times is even better. And that's how you're going to start seeing effects of this. It's really effective, and it works quickly if you take the few minutes throughout the day to do this 2 or 3 times. 6 to 8 reps, and then as it gets more comfortable and you get more length and it's less stiff, go up to 8 to 10 and 10 to 12 and work your way up to 20 reps. It actually happens really quick, and you know, the whole thing shouldn't take more than maybe 5 minutes. So we want to go ear to shoulder next, okay? Not forward, not back, just pure side flexion. Keep the opposite shoulder down. You actively go into it. You assist 1, 2, and back up. Inhale, exhale, 1, 2, and back up, and you finish the exhale on the way up. Inhale, 1, 2, and up, and you'll find that each time you do it, 1, 2, you're getting a little more length, a little more relaxation. With each one, it's releasing a little bit more, okay? 1, 2, we're going the other way now. You could put your opposite hand on your shoulder to make sure it's not coming up with you, or you can hold under your chair if you're sitting. 1, 2, just making sure that opposite shoulder stays down. 1, 2, and remember, you're only assisting at the very end. I'm not bringing my head down with my arm. I'm actively bringing it into the position and then assisting just at the end. Let's do rotation. So look as far as you can over one shoulder. Try not to bring your body with it. You just want to move your head and neck over one shoulder. And to assist, you're going to use the same hand as the side that you're turning to. So right now I'm turning to my right. So I'm using my right hand in the front, and the other hand is going to go in the back. I turn, and then I assist. Gentle overpressure, 1, 2, and back to center. Exhale. Finish your exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, back to center. Let's go the other way. Actively bring it as far as you can, and you'll find that you have more range of motion on one side than the other. Most likely one side might feel more tense than the other. That's great. It's totally normal. Do more reps on the side that needs it more so that you can start to create some balance between the neck muscles. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, remembering to keep your body forward. So those are some active isolated stretches for the neck. And you want to, again, do them 2 to 3 times a day. And I think you'll find it really helpful and that life doesn't have to be such a pain in the neck. For more information, visit my website, www.rachel-richards.com, and enjoy a happy, healthy neck. I'll see you next time.